In a bombshell revelation that could shatter one of celebrity's most high-profile supposed BFF pairings, tennis superstar Serena Williams has outright rejected pleas from the Duchess of Sussex to accompany her to an upcoming men's fashion week after bluntly informing Meghan Markle that the two were never really friends to begin with. The sharp rebuke came after Markle reportedly spent weeks lobbying Williams to secure a coveted front-row invitation for the two to be seated side by side during a highly anticipated designers show at the star-studded Milan Men's Fashion Week in June 2024. But according to sources close to the tennis legend, Williams finally had enough of the former Suits actress's alleged freeloader attempts at basking in her global celebrity appeal. Serena wouldn't just laugh off Meghan's increasingly desperate efforts to insert herself into every big tentpole event under the sun. She finally flat-out rejected her so-called bestie by saying they were never more than associates and public personas to begin with, dished one impeccably deep-throated source. To say it struck a nerve with Meghan would be an understatement. She damn near went nuclear. The shocking revelation comes as Harry and Meghan find themselves scrambling to resuscitate their lukewarm public relevance amidst intense media scrutiny over their bombshell upcoming books, both the prince's literary memoir Spare as well as a still unscheduled follow-up project by the Duchess. Given the fallout risk of potential scorched earth revelations about royal family members and other celebrities in their once intimate orbit, it's perhaps little surprise the Sussexes have undertaken a full-court media blitz to latch onto any and every A-list figure within their reach, with Serena Williams emerging as a key potential PR ally. However, according to insiders, Williams proved completely unmoved by the Duchess's purported claims of a deep, sisterly bond during her emotional appeals, doubling down that the iconic pair were hardly more than casual show buddies for public media consumption purposes only. The reason behind the soured personal overtures? Sources say Serena has long harbored concerns about Meghan's authenticity and unsavory rumors of relentless social climbing and credibility stretching within her star circles. Said one source, for years now, Serena has personally witnessed Meghan trying to latch onto her celebrity world bona fides and glamour ties as some ill-conceived bid for social media clout, whether it's hijacking her Wimbledon appearance for a PR moment or making some grand announcement around one of her matches to steal the spotlight. She thinks it's utterly distasteful and selfish, not to mention criminal behavior. The source went on, so for Meghan to suddenly try playing this sad, "you're my bestie" card in a naked attempt to leech off Serena's it-girl invitation draws made Serena's skin crawl. She basically told her, "Cut the crap. We're not friends in any real sense of the word. Stop bugging me." The seismic statement is said to have rocked Meghan back on her heels after the Duchess had relied upon the Williams friendship narrative, however exaggerated, to help bolster her aspirational icons and influencers brand image for years, even as a member of the royal family. Let's be clear, Meghan very much leveraged her supposed BFF-ship with one of the most famous black female athletes on the planet as a major cornerstone of her whole empowerment icon brand, proclaimed one Beverly Hills image consultant who once advised the former cable starlet. To have the source of that insider access cold shoulder her like some random stage mom is hugely deflating and humiliating for her ego. If someone with Serena's global appeal so handily dismisses her intimacy claims and clout, it really begs the question of what other supposedly deep celebrity sisterhoods in her orbit might secretly want her at a safe distance too. Naturally, the rebuke ignited another round of fierce social media debate over Meghan's authenticity as she and Prince Harry desperately try rehabilitating their brand images on the global stage following their chaotic Megxit departure from the royal frontlines. With even ardent fans raising questions about the nature and extent of her celebrity inner circles, members of the pro-Sussex crowd found themselves fielding a barrage of mockery and derision in the wake of #SerenaGate. One such popular Twitter commentator supporting the couple wrote, "So was the Serena Williams friendship, like the feminist inspiration narrative with Michelle Obama or liberal princess status, just another cosplay fiction Meghan constructed after leaving Suits because it fit her latest personal branding agenda?" The problematic pattern here is impossible to ignore. Another pro-Duchess account lamented, "How many other supposedly A-list celebrities are going to come crawling out of the woodwork to distance themselves, like Serena just did, from Meghan before she finally gets the message? She was never more than D-list actress until opportunism made her royalty adjacent." Still, the Duchess wasted little time marshalling her defensive forces in a vain attempt to tamp down a public relations inferno over Serena's distancing herself. Despite the private denial of any meaningful rapport, Markle's crisis PR team on both sides of the Atlantic insisted the two women shared a wonderful friendship and would continue to be sisters in spirit. This appears to be yet another example of Meghan's circle of truth being brutally abused and misunderstood yet again by racist media elements desperate to sow division through relentless dog whistle narratives, read a statement from her stateside representatives. Anyone who knows or cares to understand this remarkably special relationship between the two icons knows it not only transcends any perceived image of public theatrics, but the toxic gossip agenda itself. Accompanying the statement, Meghan's California crisis PR team provided a batch of carefully curated photos of the two celebrities merrily posing together over the years, purportedly as evidence of a deeper connection. However, even Duchess watchers and supporters could readily admit the images did little to substantiate a truly intimate camaraderie between them. According to sources, the entire Milan Fashion Week episode added more fuel to growing speculation that Prince Harry's memoir and Meghan's forthcoming books could potentially go even further than previously feared in torching relationships and revealing embarrassing details about associates and even other A-list celebrity contacts they were once close to. This figures to be yet another canary in the coal mine about just how scorched earth these books might be and who else ends up with permanent bridges burned to the bonfire of the Sussexes' grievances, be it friends, families, leaders, institutions, you name it, assessed royal critic Richard Fitzwilliams. At this point, who in the entertainment world, let alone the royal household itself, can realistically feel entirely confident in their safety from unexpected firebombing? He added, for her part, Meghan has proven time again that she has little issue fashioning casual acquaintances into besties or PMUs into lifelong gal pals when it suits her ambitions for positive media coverage and optics. This tendency, coupled with the ongoing desperation for relevance, suggests very few targets may be off limits with her book. Some cultural critics have already begun theorizing on who or what scandals and skeletons may potentially emerge in Meghan and Harry's respective tomes, and the fallout likely facing the former royals should any celebrities distance themselves like Serena reportedly has already done. If Meghan dishes on a slew of Hollywood big hitters and exposes unflattering private details about them, she well could find herself a permanent entertainment world pariah. No fashion shows, no charity ties, no media bookings to sell books or NFTs or whatever, outlined blogger Norman-esque, for someone so obsessively focused on sustaining fame and relevance. That would potentially inflict an insurmountable setback to any future aspirations she might still harbor. Despite enjoying considerably more goodwill and latitude from the public given his blood tie to the royals, even Prince Harry may not be immune to having professional doors slammed shut for potential personal betrayals, according to some observers. It wouldn't take much for certain revelations to prompt companies and talent outright canceling their business arrangements with both Harry and Meghan altogether on principle, especially if these books take aim at marginalized groups or public/civic leaders under the guise of some personal vendetta, noted leading international PR operative Emma Mengele. At this point in their self-crafted, ongoing PR saga, neither one can truly afford such a